mirror to wipe the dust off my face and freshen up. This whole ARBONNE thing, this is something I never would have seen myself doing. I am not a glamour girl. I'm a farmer, complete with rubber boots and coveralls and a 37-year-old ponytail that's usually not combed, and my mascara is 3 days old. But this opportunity was one of those once-in-a-lifetime ones. One of the old guys at the coffee shop always told me about. So I decided to shine myself up and give it an honest go. I made the decision to work as hard as I could for myself and my family. I didn't have a clue what I was doing or anything about skincare. I didn't know how we got paid or anything about the products, other than it was pure, safe, and beneficial, and that RE9 line took 10 years off my face, and I lost 6 pounds on that first can of tea. And I didn't know how to put in orders. I just collected them. I didn't know anything about direct sales, and I've never done anything like this before, but I was willing to learn. And I plugged into the learning burns in the meetings, and I finished ARBONNE University all alongside my activities. I'm coachable, and I do all the challenges that I can. And I made a pact that I will lead my team from the front and do my best every month, month after month. I know some of you are thinking that that's so hard. This is a cakewalk. To me, what was hard was having my kids grow up without me. It was hard when I realized that my little guy had learned more of his alphabet from the TV than he did from his mom. And it was really hard one day early in my business when I rushed home from work and hopped onto the tractor. I didn't even have time to stop at the house and say hello to my kids. And I drove up through the yard. My oldest son was running alongside the tractor, and he's playing catch by himself again. And he's, Mom, come on, just stop for a minute, just play some catch with me. And I'm like, sorry, bud, I'm yelling at him. I'm driving the tractor, so I didn't even slow it down. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bud, like I can't, I just don't have time, I gotta get to the field. And seeing that look of disappointment on his face broke my heart. And that I got a great big slap upside the head from his dad, who's in heaven. And he said, that kid has been hearing that his whole life. And I knew that if I didn't run with this, nothing was going to change. When I said in Vegas that ARBONNE gave my husband a wife, my kids a mom, and my family a future, I meant that with every breath in my body. And I also meant it when I said I'd never be where I am if it wasn't for my husband, who's been behind the scenes all along, cleaning the house, cooking for the kids, and taking over my position on the farm. Thanks, Wayne, for all you do. Sorry about that. To my kids for stepping up and helping out when needed and being so understanding, for filling out the thank you cards and putting stickers on, and all the little things you guys do to make this easier for me. You are all my big whys, and I do this all for you, and I love you so much. My family and I, since starting ARBONNE, quit my job at the post office after 3 months. This has been one heck of a year. We didn't greenhouse or plant vegetables. We didn't do any markets, and I only rolled pastry for my own family. I am selling my popcorn business. I'm selling my popcorn business and the greenhouse operation. This year, I didn't spend every day bent over a sea of strawberries, picking 200 to 300 pails from dawn till dusk, with sweat running off my nose, and my back so sore I couldn't stand up for hours, and my eyes bloodshot because I was upside down for so long. This year, all of our bills are paid, and I sleep at night instead of tossing and turning, wondering about unpaid bills. This year, we got to make the choice to let go of all the things that weren't working for us. And this year, we got to go on our first ever family vacation in the summer. In a Mercedes, all the way to Dinosaur Park. All 6 of us in a Mercedes, all the way to Dinosaur Park. But it was my little guy's dream. He said he waited for that his whole life, and he's 5, so we had to do that. His next vacation, he wants to go to the Red Sea. We have a housekeeper, and I have a dry cleaner that goes in, or I have dry cleaning that goes in once a week. I've cut off my ponytail, lost 30 pounds, and I've got fake nails. On my calendar on weekends and non-negotiable days when I choose how and when I want to work. I've been showered with gifts, cash bonuses, and jewelry. I was joking last night with some of my friends at the personal best. I almost need to grow another arm so I can put all the bracelets on that they keep giving us. But we didn't think that those nice dresses would look good with 3 arms. I have been to Toronto, Vegas, Kelowna, earned the trip to Cancun twice, and will be going to New York to go shopping at Tiffany's with Rita. I worked my business like it should be worked, and I got my name into the draw for the hockey incentive, and we won. And my well-deserving husband, Wayne, got to go to Toronto to an NHL game and met a bunch of other Arbonne husbands, and John, who leads us all from the heart, and showed those guys a weekend Arbonne style. And Wayne came back shaking from that trip, not from the beer, from the good time. And I started donating as soon as I could to the programs I was passionate about, and last year I got to volunteer 7 days in my community. My paychecks are incredible, and I drive a really sweet car. I've met some really fantastic people, and I'm surrounded with positive energy. And I've made some lifelong friendships with people that I've met at parties, and the future MVPs on my team. My amazing sponsor, Aislinn, thanks so much for all you do and leading us from the front. To my lunch ladies, my beautiful lunch ladies, for all their encouraging words and their little extra pushes. I probably never would have went region if it wasn't for them. And Elisa, who's always been right there with some encouraging words and really good challenges. I will be forever grateful for those friendships. And for me, that is one of the biggest treasures yet. And I feel so blessed to have you all in my life. And in Vegas, this is big for me. Got to hold our Canadian flag high. Got to hold our Canadian flag high during the Parade of Champions. Another one of those times I didn't have a clue what was going on. And I've never been more proud to be representing all of us and hearing all your cheers. We've got something going on up here, and we're showing them all a little what for. With that award came a really nice bracelet from Rita and Ira. Aislinn must have told them I love diamonds, because I counted that night and there's 422 of them. It is gorgeous. But you know what this bracelet means to me? It means this mom's never going to have to worry about feeding her kids again. Thank you everybody in Arbonne, Rita and Ira, everybody at head office and in corporate for making this company what it is. And I know I speak for everyone here today when I say we are so proud to represent you in the field. And I hope you know what a difference this opportunity makes in one's life. We are so grateful, and thank you for all you do. So if you're sitting there, coming up with every excuse imaginable not to do this business, I want you to know that with or without you, Arbonne is going to be a household name. And there is going to be a tremendous amount of success for those women that decided not to quit. We can show you exactly what you need to do to get where you want to be, but we can't do it for you. In my younger years, I waitressed, and I loved it. And I had a table of old guys that used to come and give me their advice all the time over coffee. One of the things that stuck with me is that they all agreed that we all get that 1 or 2 opportunities in our lifetime. And if you act on it, it has the power to change your future. Is this one of your opportunities? And what are you going to do with it? I know that when I'm old and gray, I'm going to be really good looking. But I know that I'll never be sitting on my rocking chair, old and gray, reflecting on my life and regretting that I passed this crazy opportunity because I had no time or no money. You don't need a ton of time or a plunk bank account. You need some really big whys, big enough that they're going to make you cry, a huge heart filled with passion, a bunch of determination, and a catalog. And I want to let you guys in on a little secret, that we all are ordinary people that chose to run with this extraordinary gift. What's your story going to be? Live your life. Honestly, Arbonne brings out the best in everybody. Live your life with no regrets, and your best life ever, and welcome to our world.